Our next speaker has been hailed as the conscience of the food movement by Time magazine. Since the mid-'80s, he has traveled extensively, campaigning to raise awareness about the abuses of industrialized factory farming and our system of cheap food production. He's a pioneer in the field of undercover investigations. He's visited hundreds of farms, stockyards, and slaughterhouses, documenting the deplorable conditions that exist therein. His efforts have been covered by the New York Times, the LA Times, Chicago Tribune, Wall Street Journal, the list goes on and on. This gentleman has published 2 bestsellers, Farm Sanctuary, Changing Hearts and Minds About Animals and Food, and Living the Farm Sanctuary Life, which he co-authored with Forks Over Knives author Gene Stone. Today he serves as the president of Farm Sanctuary, the nation's leading farm animal production organization with shelters in New York and California. Please, I really want to hear your noise out there. Put your hands together for Gene Baur.
Well, thank you so much, Marina, and it is so wonderful to be here. I'm just going to do a few-minute thing now, and I speak more later, and also will be in the Vegspiration tent. But I just want to say it is incredible to be here with so many people. It has never been a better time to be vegan. I've been vegan since 1985, and back then for soy milk we had to mix powder with water, you know? Now you go to a mainstream grocery store and there's soy milk and almond milk and coconut milk and combinations of these, and you have vanilla and chocolate and original and sweetened and unsweetened. So it's never been easier to choose to eat plant foods instead of animal foods. There are businesses, whoa, I guess maybe that's doing a Jimi Hendrix thing here, right? So it's easier than ever, and I think that the turnout at this event is an indication of the growing interest and awareness about the benefits of eating plants instead of animals. Our food choices have profound impacts, and every day we decide what we want to eat, and by those choices we also create the kind of world that we live in. And choosing to eat plants instead of animals obviously benefits animals who don't want to be killed and exploited, and so that's one huge benefit. But it also is good for us. We can live very well without causing unnecessary harm, and if we can do this, why wouldn't we? And then also eating plants instead of animals is much more ecologically efficient. Growing plants such as corn and soy to feed to farm animals is horribly inefficient, squanders scarce resources like water, fossil fuels, topsoil, pollutes the land, and it doesn't have to be this way. So by being here, by delving into the world of plant-based eating and plant-based vegan living, you are part of the solution. And this is an issue that we all have control over. We can decide what we eat and what we don't eat. And choosing to eat well, choosing to eat plants, choosing to eat mindfully, we can create a world of difference. And so I just want to thank the organizers here. I want to thank all of you here for being here, for thinking about these issues, for trying to live more mindfully, more compassionately, more conscientiously. I'll be at the Farm Sanctuary table if anybody's interested in getting a signed copy of the books. But I'm just mainly here to say a huge thank you and welcome, and how wonderful it is to be among so many like-minded people who want to make the world a kinder place. So thank you all very, very much.
Thank you, Gene Baur. Ladies and gentlemen, come on, thank him again. This man has done more for the movement. Oh my gosh, he is a true hero.